All right. What terms disarmed Russian warheads from Cuba? So here we discuss is still the Cold War. Okay, the Cuba Missile Crisis was as close as we ever got into World War III. All right, so this is all of the above. The United States will not invade Cuba and will remove arms from Turkey. All Soviet Union bases were to be removed from Cuba. These terms solved the Cuba Missile Crisis and prevented World War III. All right, so once again, World War III was prevented. The closest we ever got to it was this Cuban Missile Crisis, where Russia decided to station nuclear weapons right at the borders, right on the other side of the United States borders here in Cuba. Fidel Castro was in desperate need of protection from the military forces of the United States. Um, Fidel Castro always felt threatened that the United States were interested in their resources and their lands and things like that, right? So then here, let's see, the United States will not invade Cuba, right? So in order to ease tensions, the Cold War did have a lot of tense moments. The United States came to an agreement where they will not invade Cuba, okay? All right, and they also came to an agreement that they will remove military bases and all arms from Turkey. So it's kind of like, all right, you know what? We have military bases in Europe, right, in Turkey, and we kind of can launch missiles at Russia at any moment, right? And so Russia, uh, Khrushchev, he wanted the same type of like check, all right. He's like, okay, you've got us in check. You know what? We're going to use Cuba and we're going to have you in check too, right? So then that was a part of the agreement there. All right, all Soviet Union bases were to be removed from Cuba. All right, so eventually, in order to ease the tensions, the agreement was remove your arms from Turkey and we will remove our arms from Cuba. There were nuclear warheads, Russian nuclear warheads in Cuba.